Alrighty, Ruben, cuckoo to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. We're picking up and resting and seeing what happens. Night becomes a day, day becomes a night. I leave Dakota's apartment as soon as the sun goes down. That doesn't rhyme. It doesn't fit. Okay, well, yeah, that's what happened though. Yesterday was fun, but I always feel a little nervous when I spend too much time with her. She never lets me escape from being the center of attention. It's exhausting. Oh no, she cares about you so much. She does all this for you. She doses herself with drugs, knowing she's gonna be fed from to make you happy because she has some sort of weird, almost psychic connection with you, knowing that you probably had a bad night, and seems to exactly know when you're gonna show up. And the only reason you should think that that is weird is that maybe she's being fed information by some sort of rival or something, but actually you guys knew each other before you were undead, so unless it's a really long con, which again, vampires can do, it doesn't seem like you were that important until somewhat recently, and chances are somebody else already knows about her. Is just like, meh, it doesn't matter. You know, it's not important right now. There's plenty of us have ghouls. It's basically her ghoul. Like, is that so weird? Anyway. At least the less time I spend with her, the happier she is to see me again. It's a tricky act to balance, though. Wow, okay. Thanks, La Sombra. Manipulative ass. Yeah. I'm grateful for her presence in my life, but never mind. Never mind to what? To me? To the player? To the audience? Like, to yourself? That doesn't even... Am I reading your thoughts, or are you talking to me? I'm just confused. Like, how does this work? Like, it sounds like you're talking to a person, i.e. the player/viewer. And then you're like, but never mind, like you're having a conversation. Do people say never mind to themselves? Because I'm a crazy person. I talk to myself all the time. Think to myself and have my own internal dialogue and all that shit. Malkavian for life. Woot woot. But also, never mind is not one of those things that I think one says to themselves. Maybe to sort of shake something off, to sort of like reinforce it, but that doesn't actually make a lot of sense to me. But whatever, sure, whatever. What's on my list of chores tonight? Ah, yes, only one thing. Don't show up for the party at the art hole. That sounds fun. There's so many things you can do. That's all you have to not do? I'm sure the world, the universe, and the vampire world of darkness is going to sort of make it so you have to, but if that's it, that's pretty simple on the docket. You should just go back and hang out with Dakota, you know? Actually, that's probably a terrible idea, but you can do other things. Well, this is a rare night when I don't have anything to do. Might as well take a trip around the city and see what's up. Okay. And maybe fix myself a little drink while I'm at it. Okay. Breaking the habit. Isn't that like a Limp Bizkit song? Breaking the habit tonight. I don't know. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Might be thinking of a different band. I need to break out of this mood. Go somewhere I never visit. See something I tend to avoid. I think. Julia, what is it the least you place to go and live a little? I'm going to Disneyland. I just won the Super Bowl. I'm going to Disneyland. You don't seem like the type to go to fucking, you know, a lot of places, man. So, but I have two choices. I have this one who it's a guy who has a hat on, and then I got this chick. So walk in the park. In life, I wasn't specifically fond of parks. Now, as one of the kindreds, I can finally see the appeal. Past midnight, they become surprisingly good hunting ground. Or I can... I'm going here. I don't know. Like, I only have 2 choices, and... Why am I already in the middle of the night? Did drinking the drug... We drank... We went to a rave, and the people at the rave were on drugs, and we drank their blood, so now I am a wizard. Is that why I'm waking up in the middle of the fucking night? I've already lost half the night. What kind of bullshit is that? And it's like, I'm looking at my thing, and it's like, isn't that like... No, I think Ventru have like a scepter. Does the Sombra have a crown? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna go here. Von Courtland Park? Funny, I never knew how much I could miss nature until I got stuck in this urban jungle for good. Where did you come from, Briar? Thought you were a New York native. The sight of familiar green surroundings slowly floods my mind with disjointed images back from when I just moved to NYC. I was still in awe of it. Okay, so apparently no. Well, we're all learning stuff together about this character. I don't know where they came from, but obviously their family still is close enough to New York. I don't know. Maybe where I went to go see the parishioner, the Father Leonard or whatever, it was like, oh, there's still greenery there, and it's not in New York. It's like in New Jersey or somewhere around there about. I don't fucking know. Geography is one of my weak points. I've pointed that out before. I'm going to take a quick look at the background and see how much stuff is changing, and it's not. Like, the light is flickering in some ways. The clouds aren't doing anything cool. There is... Now, see, there's... you see how, like, my outside, there does seem to be that shadow creeping in. So it does seem like I should be hungry. Even though I did feed from what's, like, Dakota last night. Probably not very much, though. But... Sure, I guess maybe I made a good choice, or maybe I would only be hungry if I came here. There does seem like there. You look over there. There's some look like flashlights moving around. So that's a thing. But let's go. Let's just see. Reminisce or suppress memories. I'm gonna reminisce. I don't know. Fuck. I close my eyes, allowing myself to drown in the stream of memories. An elderly couple holding their frail hands in the warmth of the morning sun, an evening gathering of self-important academics fervently discussing discoveries no one but them cares about. A bunch of kids chasing an imaginary treasure, joyful, restless, and oblivious to the dangers of the summer's heat waves. Okay. So what? A young, perfectly chiseled jogger running along a golf course, 100% graceful in every move he makes. Mesmerizing. My eyes snap open, and the spinning kaleidoscope of images fades away. I collect my focus and remember what brought me here. It just kind of seemed like he just wanted to be somewhere. I had 2 places. I chose this one. I don't really know exactly why. It was between a guy who was wearing a baseball cap and looked like he worked at a mill or some sort of factory, and a cute black chick. Both of them seem to have the same amount of value, so I picked... Oh, there's a guy walking back there. I see him. I just picked that. I don't know. I picked this one. There were only 2 choices. A burning heat reaches my fingers. I flicker a butt away and immediately take another cigarette out of my pack before proceeding through the parade ground. So she's like, yeah, no, I was so used to smoking that I couldn't stop if I wanted to. Like, I mean, I could maybe, but I just got the free perk, you know? Like, you were a chain smoker. Now you have free ability to smoke, even though, what was it? Sophie Langley was like, you can do this if you practice. It's like, but it took some time for her. It's like, oh yeah, no, I can just do that right away. Because I don't know, I guess. Whatever, fuck you. I'm the main character in this little picture, and there's no other ones to choose from, so yeah. The faint sound of shoes tapping against the concrete interrupts my contemplative mood. Just what I was hoping for. I hurriedly finish my smoke and take a step back, blending in with the shadows. A lonely jogger runs in and out of the pale lamplight, completely lost in his thoughts, all dressed up in top-shelf sportswear, wiry muscles clearly visible under the skin-tight outfit, and his exposed neck. I get the urge back under control, for now. Back when I was alive, I'd rely on that breathe in, breathe out exercise. However, nowadays, breathing costs a premium. But you can smoke for free, apparently. Just as I regain my composure, the jogger stops by the flickering lantern and takes a glance at his smartphone. His body tenses noticeably as he answers a call. Moving in on him right now would, of course, inevitably involve the caller hearing the assault happen. No reason to make things complicated. I'll take my time. Cautiously get closer and closer until I can finally overhear his words. Can you just, like, meld with the shadows? Like, not like, oh, I'm a ninja, I am a shadow. But, like, more than Nightcrawler, who's like, well, if it's dark and there's shadows, I can blend in. But, like, literally, like, what was it? Fuck. Ninja Scroll, where it's like, nope, I'm just, like, part of them. Should I expect the bad news? Should expect the bad news. I know, but Jesus, Tasha. He's 9. Tasha, was that somebody I met in the last one? Or what? Also, this motherfucker does not look like the standard-ass jogger. This motherfucker looks like he's like a low-key vigilante superhero. You know? He looks like, he's like the Diet Coke blade we have at home. Static Shock is on night duty and is trying to, like, be, like, real low-key about his powers. Possibly, like, he's like, my brother's, you know, Navy SEAL, and I want to be one too, but I'm not old enough, so I'm training to be one. Like, he's got some special ops vibes to him, man. He doesn't look like a normal motherfucker. Look at him. Like, I'm not saying this thing looks bulletproof. I'm just saying he doesn't just look like any motherfucker. He struggles and fails to sound calm. No, she doesn't know yet. I'll tell her when I get home. I need to think this through. Yeah, no, he's got a, like, it's not that he's so big and buff and built. It's that, it's what he's wearing. It's like, A, he's choosing to jog in the middle of the night. That's one red flag. B, he is a black man choosing to jog in the middle of the night. C or 3 or whatever, next point. He's obviously pretty well, like, he ain't swole as fuck. He looks like he's more capable. He's like, the muscles I have mean something. I'm not supposed to be a big target. I'm supposed to be skilled. And he's wearing something that just doesn't... It's like, realistically, if this guy had good shoes on that were good for stealth, You wouldn't even, like... I scare people just going past them when I'm out and about. You know? And it's not... I don't go out late at night. He just would scare people, just be like, oh, Jesus. Like, even just saying, on your left, like, fucking Captain America, just freaking the fuck out. And then he'd be gone before you even saw him. Like, really, like, you'd be like, oh, there was a person, and... that, you know? And if somebody came, he could just, like, leap into the brush, and you would have a hard time finding him, because he's... his outfit and everything is just going to make it very hard to see. I noticed a lanyard half stuck in his pocket. The Brock's Time logo slapped on it. Ow, okay. They say there's no cure. Yeah, I heard something about experimental treatments in Rochester, but... Worcestershire? But I can't make this decision on my own. I connect the dots, realize what he's talking about, and feel like I was punched straight in the guts. Listen, I need to clear my head. Tell Jonah I need a couple days off. If he starts throwing a fit again, tell him he'd better learn to write the fucking column on his own. No, seriously. So what? Thanks again, Tasha. Yes, I'll give him a kiss from Auntie. So what? I guess this guy is not a special agent or something. He works for a competing newspaper. He has a child who, assumably it's his child, who has some sort of rare disease that my character seems to know about somehow. Maybe through journalistic whatever. But I'm hungry because you see how the darkness is creeping in. And that's going to be like a question mark on my abilities, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. Like, I remember last time, the whole feeding system was super bullshit. But so far, it seems like my character has some sort of understanding that... Despite the fact that this man looks like he's training to be a vigilante or something, he's actually a journalist or something. And he has a kid or something. And yeah, they've got some sort of disease that I seem to be aware of. The moment he hangs up, his composure goes out the window. He basically stumbles to the nearest bench. God damn it. His faint sobbing stops me in my tracks. I lose my appetite. Feeding on this guy would feel nauseating anyway. Just when I convince myself that I should let basic decency take the reins, he notices me creeping around. Yay! Let's have a conversation so I understand what's going on with your life, and I can just be like, hey, I wasn't trying to, like, overhear you. Make up excuse. I just happen to know about this thing that... I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. He gives me a startled glance, eyes damp, looking absolutely miserable. Busted. So what do you say to a guy you were just about to assault in the dark park, but then thought better of it? It's gonna be fine. Are you a journalist? I'm lost. Can you help? Like, I'm gonna go with it's gonna be fine. Like, I heard everything. I'm not gonna try to lie to you. You're a journalist, you'd know I was lying. I just want to say, it's gonna be alright. He looks at me, his gaze is kind, but tired and empty. Look, I appreciate your intentions, but do you really believe that? I weigh my words. No, I don't. Then why would I say such a thing? Then why would you say... Why would you say that? Who do you think you are? You have no fucking idea what I'm going through. It's like, he gets more and more aggravated with every... Oh, please don't make me assault him. How can you be so sure? That snaps him back into focus. You're right. I can't know exactly what you're feeling. I'm no mind reader, but it's clear that we have something in common. We both got fucked over with no say in the matter. He turns away and stays silent. Glad he didn't ask about how I got fucked over. Not exactly the same caliber of suffering. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, I got tired of hearing it too. It never gets fine unless you work your ass off. Even then, things get bearable, maybe, if you're lucky. Your son has multiple sclerosis, yeah? He doesn't deserve it, but that's the reality being the usual fucked up self. Imagine how afraid he must be. Your fear is infinitely more beatable. So, you need to pull yourself together. Lead by example. The guy peers at me with unease, but I notice a tiny spark of confidence kindling in his eye. Unless there's some sort of miracle, there's nothing I can do to help my boy. I mean, I could make him my ghoul, and then... I don't know how that works in this world. It's like, oh, he's got MS? Well, if he drinks my blood once a week or whatever, he'll be fine. Like, he can just not have it. Or he'll still have it, but he won't have any problems from it and won't advance or become worse. That's my understanding of how, like, vampire blood works. It's like, it can... You could turn somebody into a vampire and then they're kind of stuck with whatever they had. But if they're still alive, then you can sort of, like, undo it, but that doesn't cure them. It's like a temporary thing. That's my understanding. Bullshit. You still have time to just be together. Make it into the best life he's ever had. He never had. Giving people advice I myself wouldn't be able to listen to? Hell yeah. Classic me. It's like, I totally would be like, fuck you. Hit my cigarette real hard so the fucking ember's ready and then flick it at their face. Like, probably what this character would do. Well, guessing what people want or need to hear is an essential skill back at the at Lodestar. Anyway, that's all from me. You're right, I've overset my boundaries. But I wish both of you the best of luck. Sincerely. Have a good night. I notice a change in his melancholic phase. He stands up with his back straight like he has regained some of his lost resolve. He nods and starts running straight back at his problems. I start walking in the opposite direction. Even though I might regret this show of abstinence later, what little remains of my humanity inside my shriveled heart encourages me that letting this guy go was the right thing to do. I don't think I even had the option to eat him. Like, maybe there was another way I could have played it, but it didn't seem like any of these led to me being like, so anyway, nom nom nom. Like, I'll need a change of scenery to break out of this mood and an opportunity to actually get some juice in my veins, relatively guilt-free if possible. You just fed from your girlfriend last night, roommate, I don't know what she is, BFF, whatever it is. I don't care, I don't judge. More power to you. But she seemed willing. Yeah, there were chemicals in it, but do you have to feed every night this time? Is that a thing? If that's the case, why the fuck did I wake up in the middle of the night and just start there? Guess that's enough human interaction for one night. For fuck's sake, really? I got that one choice. I got two choices. And one of them was to go to a park, and the other one was to go somewhere else. And to be honest, the picture, which was very hard to see from the top one, looked like it was a black female, not a black man. I don't know why that makes a difference, and it really doesn't. But then I suddenly got involved in his personal life and was like, okay, yeah, now if I kill you or even feed from you, it's gonna be hard. Like, that's too close to home. But alright, I'm gonna pause because that. Now I got this black. It's not the same as it was before, where it was like that red sort of coming in. I don't know. I think they changed the way the feeding system works, and I don't know how to deal with it. Yeah.